In today's updates, we'll cover three major stories: the response of Americans in Australia to Trump's election win, the controversy over Jamie Oliver's children's book, and Pakistan's impressive victory against Australia in cricket. Starting with the US elections, many Americans living abroad were deeply affected by the recent win. Eleanor Limprecht, a US-born Australian author, shared her feelings of gratitude for her life in Australia but also expressed concern for American democracy. Limprecht, who sent her vote from Sydney, had hoped for Kamala Harris's victory over Trump. She described a wave of disappointment among friends and family, noting that this election's outcome impacts not just Americans but people globally. For many, it signals a setback in social rights, reproductive rights, and environmental efforts. Limprecht reflected on the importance of democracy, observing that many Australians she knew were equally disheartened. She emphasized that while Australia's government controls, like mandatory voting, initially surprised her, these measures may strengthen democracy. She highlighted Australia's strong institutions, such as the Electoral Commission, gun control, and Medicare, as pillars worth safeguarding and wished for similar protections in the US. In her words, "We cannot save everything, but everything we can save is worth saving." On to Jamie Oliver. The British chef is facing backlash over his new children's fantasy book, Billy and the Epic Escape. The book, aimed at primary school kids, includes a subplot involving a young Indigenous Australian girl who is abducted by a villain with supernatural powers. The National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Education Corporation, NATSIEC, criticized the book, calling it disrespectful and offensive. They argue that it perpetuates harmful stereotypes and diminishes Indigenous cultures. According to NATSIEC, the book trivializes significant histories by inaccurately depicting First Nations characters and cultural beliefs. Jamie Oliver has since apologized, expressing regret for the offense caused and committing to work with his publisher on corrective actions. Penguin Random House UK took responsibility for not consulting Indigenous groups during the book's development, acknowledging a lapse in what they call an authenticity read. Prominent Indigenous voices, like Cheryl Levy and Dr. Anita Heiss, argued that the book demonstrates why First Nations communities must be involved in storytelling that concerns them, especially in the publishing industry. Lastly, turning to cricket, Pakistan stunned Australia with a dominant 9-wicket victory in Adelaide, squaring the ODI series. After posting just 163 runs, Australia struggled as Pakistan's openers Saim Ayub and Abdullah Shafiq charged to victory with 141 balls left, marking Australia's heaviest ODI home defeat since 1992. Haris Rauf led Pakistan's bowling attack with 5 wickets, dismantling Australia's middle order and setting the tone for the win. With star players like Cummins, Stark, Hazlewood, and Smith resting for the final ODI in Perth, Australia's chances for the series are uncertain. As a proud moment for Pakistan cricket, this win has set them up for a potential series victory. That's all for today's update. Be sure to subscribe for the latest global news, and join us next time as we dive into more key stories impacting the world.